afternoon, viewers, and welcome to the Midday Show live on ECWA Television International. And as you know, on the Midday Show, we always tell you about different countries, what they do, what they eat, and different tourist sites that they have. And today we have a beautiful country we want to tell you about. Guess what? But then before I tell you the country we'll be visiting today or having a tour with, I have my usual paddy in the studio, Tony Ghana. Good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon, Linda.
What going?
Midday, yo, man. You feel like rain?
I feel like rain, my guy.
Let's do this way.
Yeah. So don't get it twisted. Today we'll be talking about Jamaica. Jamaica is a land with a very distinct personality, and it's also famous for being the birthplace of reggae. So if you love reggae,
Please
just know that Jamaica is the place for you to visit. But then there are so many more sites to reggae existence, as there are sites capturing islands and spectacular waterfalls in Jamaica. However, the country is home to some of the best beaches in the Caribbean. Has eye-widening natural sites, including lagoons, and produces one of the rarest coffees in the world. So if you love coffee, guess what? Jamaica is the place for you to visit. So, Tony, I love to visit Jamaica in as much as I love coffee, but not really
Are
that.
you a reggae fan?
Am I? I'm not. I don't think I'm a
If you're
reggae
not a
fan.
reggae fan, I wouldn't want you to go to Jamaica.
Because Jamaica is all about reggae, right?
That would be a waste of tickets and money to your traveling to Jamaica.
But this is a beautiful place
Because
for you to tour.
there's no way you go in Jamaica that you will not hear sounds
Reggae.
of reggae beats, reggae sounds, dance hall.
I can be using earpiece. I'm listening to my own music now.
Really? What if
Yeah.
their own sound supersedes what you are listening to?
That's not possible. I can go far away from where the
Really?
music is coming from. Of
It's
course.
true though, it's true. But the thing is, as far as Jamaica is concerned, the second thing that they're being best known with is reggae, because that's the birthplace of Bob Marley, who is known or famous to be a reggae musician. And aside from the reggae aspect, Jamaica is a country that has greatly contributed to culture in terms of festivals, in terms of like getting to know about your cultural beliefs, because talking about the people that are residents of Jamaica, it's made up of about, say, 3 different people. We're talking about Africans, we're talking about East India, we talk about I've forgotten the other third persons, the other third tribes too, but the combination of so many people, and that's why even their motto is out of many, one people. That is, we are much. We have diverse of cultural beliefs, diverse of traditional beliefs, and all of that. But yet, we are still one people. And I think that was why Bob Marley sang "One Love."
Different colors, one people.
No,
that
was Lucky Dube. Sorry,
Lucky
you see,
Dube.
that's why you said you are not a reggae
That's why
fan.
I'm not a reggae fan actually.
Yeah, it's
because
true.
I don't really know all these
It was
things.
Lucky Dube that sang different color,
One
but then
people.
different color, one people, and then Bob Marley sang "One Love."
Wow, that's interesting to know. You know, when you talk about reggae, like this reggae music has different feeling to it, because you know there are people that will tell you once they feel, or once they have problems, or they're in a situation where they can't even think about anything, they listen to reggae.
Do you know what reggae does to one's souls?
Honestly, I don't know, because I don't like
the
reggae
feeling
music.
you get from reggae, bar. And that was why Bob Marley said, when music hits you, you feel no pain.
Yeah,
that is
true.
when it hits you, bar. You start thinking deep. Your mind is going to be relaxed. Like nothing will come to your mind as
Yeah, I know there's something music does to people. I know, because I love music. But then when you talk about reggae in particular,
if you love music and you don't love reggae, you're not a lover of music.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you. It's me that is
Well, I
loving
don't
the
blame
music.
you. You know
Why?
All these children of nowadays don't like
God
reggae.
have mercy. Like, Tony, we really have to settle this after this show. Wow. Did you just say that
Children
to
of
me?
nowadays don't like reggae.
I think
These are our
Rachel and
fathers.
Prudence will be with me on this one right now. No problem.
It is our forefathers are actually fans
God.
of reggae and all of that and that, but I don't see my younger, probably we generations of these days really fancying into reggae songs.
True though, true. But then reggae is a very good music.
Our old parents, our old folks, like they are so into it, because during their time, That was the happening thing. You go to parties, you go to anything social events. That was the thing they play. So
Yeah,
whether you
so-
even understand the lyrics, so
Or you
not as
don't.
much as
You just have to just listen to it.
yeah, Bob Marley is shaking his head like this. They are also
Yeah,
dancing.
just going.
That's it. That's one thing.
Yeah,
about
so
reggae.
then we're talking about reasons to visit Jamaica, and then you're talking about reggae. So now it means there are a lot of people today. During my research, I just found out that there are people today that just want to travel to Jamaica, not just for business now, and then not just for maybe, let's say, the fun part, but then people just feel they want to know more about reggae. People that are in love with reggae, people that have the resources to travel because they want to listen to reggae, because like it gives them peace. Like there are some kind of music that you listen to that it gives you this inner peace that you're looking for. It depends on what you do. Like sometimes when I feel I can't talk to somebody, when I listen to music, like maybe let's say sometimes when I'm moody and I just listen to music, like there's a particular music I listen to that I feel so good that makes me feel like I don't even have a problem. Like I love to listen to music that will make me dance. That's once I'm listening
Reggae
to
also
it
makes
and
one
then
dance now.
I understand, but there's a different feeling that comes with reggae. You understand? And then like all these their slangs and all those things that they always say, like it's not my kind of thing. So like I don't think I want to stress myself in listening. I just want
It's
to
not stress. It's more of like you
peace of
entertaining
mind.
yourself, right? You are going to Jamaica to entertain yourself.
Tony, entertain yourself with reggae, please.
Of course, I'm a reggae fan. I'm a reggae fan.
No wonder you chose
every
Jamaica.
now and then I'm a reggae
no
fan.
wonder you're like, let's talk about Jamaica. You've been disturbing me about Jamaica. Thank God we're visiting Jamaica today.
Yes,
and
we are
then
going to Jamaica.
We will definitely see all
and
the
I don't
things
think
that
I'll
they
come
have.
back. I don't think I'm coming back. I'll probably reside here because of my love for reggae.
It is well with you and Jamaica.
Thank you.
Yeah, so then they said Jamaica, the beaches are world class. Said Jamaica is home to some of the Caribbean's most famous beaches. 7 Mile Beach in Negrin and James Bond Beach near Ocho Rios are two of the best known. So in case you want to visit Jamaica, you know Jamaica has a lot of places for you to visit. And so the former consists of highway long strip of platinum sand backed by palm trees and 5-star hotels, while the latter formed the backdrop of Dr. No. He said, Dr. Number, he said, other notable spots include celebrity favorite Freshman's Cove and lively Doctor's Cave Beach in Montego Bay. So then visiting Jamaica, and then you're thinking of things to do. Like this is one of the beaches. Then he says, like, you know, when you go to the beach, like there's this the peace that comes with it, like the color, the quietness. Like once you just sit down and you're just giving yourself this treat.
But you don't go to beach for you to, or for probably for the essence of having a quiet time. Because most beaches are usually being populated and noise and all of that.
You meet a lot of people.
You just go there and
the
have
beach.
fun.
Of course, when you talk about having fun, going to the beach,
I don't think it's a quiet place.
It's not a quiet place for you to think, okay, maybe because you want to think,
yourself.
you can relax yourself when you go to the beach, because like you meet a lot of people, and then people can just jump into the water, just want to do a lot of things, and then you're there thinking, okay, if you think you want to go to the beach,
people like you don't, I don't even like entering water.
I don't. So you want me to go and drown?
No, what's the sense of you going to the beach?
Let me just go and sit and have fun.
Just play around without entering the water.
I can tell you, I feel like swimming, and I'll go to the pool and just sit down beside it. Sir, I don't want to drink water. Don't be angry.
No, it wasn't. You don't have to necessarily go into a deeper part of the water or the.
So I don't go to the children's side now.
Not be waiting you be.
Yeah, is that not
what you are? Because it's only children that are scared of entering water to swim.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's not true. There are people that don't like water. Like people have phobia for that. Like that's
true. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
That's so people don't even the sight of water.
I'm just saying it for the fun of it, anyways.
But then the thing is, okay, like I love to play with water, but then I cannot swim. So I can't just go and show myself. So in order for me not to embarrass myself and my father's generation, let me just stay beside water and just playing with it. That's the fun part.
And play with sand to build
no problem.
House.
I agree.
All those kind of
I did that thing very well, and I will still do it again.
It's a fun thing, though.
Of course, because it's something, you know. They say when you want to play with children, when you want them to feel comfortable with you, you do some of the things that they do. You understand? Like sometimes my niece will just come and meet me and then bring her teddy and be like, auntie, my teddy is hungry, and I'll be like, okay, let's do for
you. Start talking to the teddy.
Then I'll just start telling the teddy, I don't be hungry, okay, don't worry, mommy will get you something to eat, or maybe don't cry.
And the kind of excitement you'll be getting, she will be getting from what you are saying.
So then most times if you really want to do something, like you need to just feel that thing that person is feeling at that moment. So when you talk about going to the beach just to relax and then just to have your own, just to feel like, okay, like just to relieve yourself of some certain stress, and then
yes, it's true.
lots of things like that. You just need to just sit down there. Like you see people with different motives in the beach. They'll just come to do different things that they want to do, and then you find yourself there. You can even talk to people there, because when you meet someone that you
don't just go
know,
to a place and idle yourself now.
of course not, because you
have to interact with people.
You have to interact with people.
There will not be a sense of, there will not be need for you to travel at all if you're not interacting.
Of course. So then when you talk about going to the beaches are world class in Jamaica.
Especially this 7 Mile beach in Negri, and then this James Bond beach. Do you know anything about this James Bond beach?
No, I don't. Maybe you tell us more.
It's one of it was in this beach, or should we say one of the resorts around the beach, was where he scripted all the series of have you watched any James Bond series or James Bond movie?
Yes, I think I have.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Let me know that I'm not sure.
All these movies were being scripted here in this particular Oko Reels, what was it called? That was where he scripted all these series of movies that he created, I mean, that he actually produced.
Wow.
So it was in Jamaica that he scripted, though he was not a Jamaican, though, but yet he scripted all of his movies there, and that's why they named the beach after him.
That's interesting to know, though. And then we're still talking about reasons to visit Jamaica. And another reason, again, as we said earlier, was that of the reggae music. And then so it's the birthplace for reggae. And I said both reggae and dancehall were born in Jamaica. Then the music is ever present on the island. So like it's more like anywhere you go to, the pool, the beach, street food stalls, malls, bars, restaurants. Said head to Hip Strip in Montego Bay to drink or dance. All live performances until early hours. Therefore, something a little more laid back, visit Rick's Cafe in Negril and watch the sunset to the road steady beat. So then, listening to music, as Tony would say, he loves reggae. Okay, I think I will start loving reggae.
There's this sense of belonging you get when you listen to reggae music.
So how come you didn't just think of playing reggae music for me before we started the show? At least so that I can just have that vibe of it. No, that's the thing. Like you were just thinking maybe I will not be interested, but you would have tried it.
Probably you will not even like it. Because some people,
I've heard reggae music, I've listened to it.
But its consistency probably will bore you. And I wouldn't, so that's just the thing, because the beat remains the same.
Do you understand?
And you will not even see it to be an entertaining thing to you. But then sometimes we are not really being concerned about the beat, but the messages, the lyrics. Because some of the messages, some of the lyrics that are embedded in the music, I mean in their musics, we are more of like messages that talks about liberation, that talks about political awareness, that talk about racial discrimination.
Reggae makes sense.
So
I understand reggae makes sense. Like it's sending a message to people. Because you know there are songs these days, there are some particular music that we listen to these days that are not just making sense.
Message. The only thing there is just the beat.
Just the beat. And then now today, younger people these days go for the beats.
They don't even listen about the lyrics, I have a friend if it has the lyrics or anything as such.
I have a friend that once he sees me listening to music and then I'm singing along with, then he'll be like, how do you guys really learn all these lyrics? Like, how do you do that?
Like so fast.
Not, like so fast. But then sometimes when you're listening to me and then the beat is what you want, you just go along with it and then you end up saying the wordings and all of that. But then it's interesting to know that reggae is actually sending a message to people.
Like it passed a lot of messages.
Like from the onset of reggae till date is still the same. Like I know that about reggae. Like my dad he loved reggae.
That's why I say it's an old school thing.
But you're not old school, sir.
That's because I think like our parents do.
I think Joyce Jakada should talk to you about this particular.
I know. In the office now, they will be waiting.
Of course, for you to come back because you need to tell them, because they need to attack you. Like you've been attacking me since about this reggae thing, but then it's fine.
It's true.
Yeah, it's good. Like people who love reggae are not just people who are just like old people and all of that. There are young people that still love reggae. That because then the message in reggae
there are
is
young
something.
People that actually love reggae.
So then it's not a bad thing to love reggae. If you love reggae out
and
there,
I'm not even surprised
keep loving it.
I don't think I've seen any a female liking reggae or being in love with reggae. I've seen. I've seen I've seen like more than 3 or 4 people that love reggae. I have a friend that loves reggae. And then she's in Kaduna. Like she loves reggae. Maybe you link me up with her.
What would, sir?
So that we'll talk about reggae.
Okay, I'll think about that part. You need to tell you are in for it to me this today. Okay. So then, anywhere you go to in Jamaica, reggae music is being played.
It's all reggae all the way. Like
Anywhere you
reggae.
go to, be it the restaurants, be it any live performance,
They see reggae,
be it
they see reggae as
pool,
a culture.
anything.
In fact, you can't. I don't think there's distinction between reggae and Rastafari
Okay.
culture.
Okay.
They work hand in hand. Although the Rastafari culture is more of like it's more of like Christianity.
Okay.
But though means even at that, there are still differences between the Rasta movement and then that of Christianity. But then there are some familiar things that they share with Christianity too, like Mountain Zion, to which we Christians know as. We are probably aware of, and then aside from that, they see us. They see Christians as their own brothers because it's only little difference. It's only little difference that you can really see in terms of Rastafari movement and that of Christianity. But then I just see it as a culture of theirs. As far as the country is concerned, there should be this culture that you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be identified with.
Right.
So I think that's why they are holding on to Rastafari culture. No,
Anyways, it's interesting to know that reggae is good and people love reggae. I think I'll start loving reggae. I will not really love it, but I'll listen to it once in a while.
No, I will share a lot of them, both Bob Marley and Lucky Dube.
Please, interesting ones, please.
Of course, all of them are interesting.
Okay, another reason to visit Jamaica. Said there are 100 different dive sites. When you go to the beach, you have different locations for you to dive from. Don't just go and dive from a different place and go and end up injuring yourself.
You can't even enter a water if you don't know how to dive. They have diving school now. They have scuba divers.
So I need to go to a diving school before I dive into water.
You will not just enter a river. You don't even know how the river is. You don't know what the do and the don'ts of that particular river. Then you just enter inside. It doesn't make any sense. You are just trying to expose yourself to being killed or to die or anything.
So they have 100
They have schools. They have to
sites.
give you orientations about how it's been done, where you're supposed to go in that particular ocean also. So you definitely have to be taught. You don't just go inside the river like that.
Wow, that's interesting. But then, okay, fine. They have 100 sites for you to go and learn or to know how to dive in any of the beaches or any pool or anything you want to do. So then it's safe for you to know that if you're going to dive into a beach, just know that you have so many reasons to leave. Don't go and dive in a different place that you end up killing yourself or harming yourself for your family.
And it's something that one have to, like, it's an interesting thing that one should explore, because you can't tell of what is beneath the water. So sometimes it will be of an excitement having seen what is inside the river. Sometimes there are so many things that we don't see because of the fact that it's been covered up with water. But when you go inside and see them, at least you come back and tell stories of what you have seen. So it's more of like it's an experience.
That somebody like me that cannot swim and I cannot.
So that's why I said you are a child. You are a child. Yeah, we'll pray for you.
Okay, another reason to visit Jamaica said it's home to a rare glowing lagoon. Just off the coast of Falmouth, the luminous lagoon is filled with a rare form of algae called the dinoflagellate. Said it's virtually undetectable during the day, but when disturbed at night, it starts to glow in blue strobes. The best way to experience the phenomenon is on a boat tour from Glistering Water Hotel. Watch the water light up like the Vegas Strip as you cruise through, then jump in for a swim. So then it glows at night.
One thing about this river is, or one thing about this ocean is, like, I feel there's a mystery behind it. Because naturally, you don't just expect water to be glowing in the night.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Like, the glow is no more of like, maybe you have to stay a distance for you to see maybe the sky reflecting on the water. I know there's a way you probably have a distance of where you have been standing, and then having watched the ocean or something, then the sky will be reflecting on the water or the ocean. This one is different.
It's just natural.
Like, even if you are close by, you'll be seeing the reflection of light inside.
Then you just feel like diving. I can't dive into such water, I beg.
No, I don't really know the reason for such light and all of that, but I think.
But I think it's still fun because for you to dive. It's not
even fun. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful and it's interesting because people will tell you before you dive into it, like people even dive into it when they see that
the
reflection.
Water,
yes, when it's glowing.
And I think it's going to be even more interesting having play with the water in the night.
Do you get? And then
because during the daytime, I don't think you will see those lights.
Of course, that's what I said, at night. And then once you see it, like once you're in a boat and then you see it, then you dive into it. Like, I think I'll be scared
Someone
of
was
diving
even
into
telling me that
such
what there is nothing in Jamaica that someone would probably want to go and
to
visit.
visit.
Look at one thing
There
that
are a
should
lot
even
of
prompt
things,
you
of
going.
course, because you want to know how it is and then how the water is and what it feels
Do you know
like.
the reason why Jamaica is where it is right now? It's because of the fact that there are natural, like there are natural beauty that are embedded all over, or probably that are
True.
surrounding the whole of the coast of Jamaica and the oceans close by, and that's the reason why it is where it is right now. If not for the natural beauty and all of that, I don't think Jamaica would be in place as it is right now. So it's a it's a naturally beautified place.
Of course, Jamaica
That
is beautiful.
you don't have to necessarily say spend a lot of money to beautify that particular probably region for tourist attraction and all of that. It's natural for itself. I mean, it's natural in its own. You don't have to necessarily spend money. Say probably put some certain things in place for you to make it beautiful as such. It's a naturally beautified place.
Wow. So then Jamaica is beautiful and Jamaica is a natural place for you to visit. So in case you want to visit Jamaica, you want to explore, you want to go to the beaches, just know that Jamaica is a place for you to visit and for you to have fun. And then we're talking about the reasons for you to visit Jamaica, and then we've said a lot of things: birthplace of reggae, different dive sites, is home to rare glowing, a lot of places. Then said it produces one of the world's rarest coffee.
Like aside from Jamaica, I don't think there is any other place you will see this coffee.
Seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
It's only
Okay.
Jamaica. It's only from Jamaica. And
I think
Jamaica
you know more
alone.
about this coffee. Tell us about it.
I don't
sir.
know anything about this coffee.
You're saying it's the best coffee. So like, I
I'm not
want
saying
to
it's
know
the best.
maybe.
I'm only saying it's only it can only be found in Jamaica.
Wow.
And it's only, I think it's made up of some certain leaves and all of that, and it's being planted around the Blue Mountain, because they have they have a mountain called the Blue Mountain in Jamaica. So it's only that particular region of the country that it's being planted, and I guess that's the reason why it is one of the rarest coffee in the world.
They also plant the coffee themselves.
The coffee is
They plant it themselves.
Yeah, they plant it, of
the
course.
coffee
They plant
farms
it,
are
yeah, they
dotted
plant it,
all
of course.
over, and many of them welcome visitors for guided tours and tasting. So then when you want to taste it and then you want to know about it, maybe you want to even plant it, maybe you can even get it and then come back to your country.
Maybe
to
you can
plant it
come
and
back.
all of that.
You can even get the plant and then
just come back to
of-
your country to
it's
plant
possible
it.
that it may not even grow here, or probably even if it grows, it may not.
True, it
even,
might not taste the way it is
the
because
way
of the
or
soil
probably
and all of
it might
that.
not even grow or soil because of the weather condition, all of that. I think I don't think there is any other place aside from that Blue Mountain that is being planted.
Wow.
It's only that place.
And then they welcome people to the place for you to come and
Yes,
have
it's
a
more of like
taste
a tourist
and then to
attraction.
see.
It's a place that one should probably get to see and then have an experience of how it looks like.
To know more about all these things, you just need to visit Jamaica, because sometimes when you
Thank
even
God,
do
Christmas
research,
is even fast approaching.
so like it's one of the places
So
one will need to go for a
one should
vacation
go
or
and
something.
celebrate Christmas there. Very nice
Anyways,
place.
Jamaica. Said the waterfalls in Jamaica. Said it has white water cascades down. Then it's flight of natural rock stairs. And then the visitors can climb their stairs, stopping to soak in natural pools and shower in the falls. Like everything about Jamaica has to do with just water.
Like, it's very fine. Having seen, I think I saw a picture of this waterfall. Like the way the water was cascading, you'll be like, are these really water? Because they are so whitish. And then you'll be like, are they really water? Like you can't even differentiate if they are water or milk, safe, because they are very, very white. Very, very white. So it's something that one should kind of try visiting.
Yeah, you
and
can
see
go
for yourself.
for tour and then all of that over there. And then he said that the tourism is the biggest source of income in Jamaica. He says the tourism industry accounts for more than 50% of the country's total foreign exchange income. Wow. And the tourism sector accounts for 1/4 of all the work in Jamaica. So then when you're going for any tour,
that means their main source of income is from
all these tourists, from tourists. And then because
if that should be true, then there are a lot of places in Jamaica that one should need to visit.
There are a lot
Because
of places.
if there are things that are attracting people to come and see, or probably to come and experience,
and I think it's another source of income.
And to think of it's a source of
so
income.
like there are a lot of things to
that
actually visit or to
probably
do
get to
in
see.
Jamaica, because Jamaica is actually a natural place, and then it's talking about, in as much as it's not 100% safe for you to visit Jamaica, not 100% safe, but at
it's
least,
one of the poorest countries in Caribbean.
so is that the reason why you should not be
Yes,
safe?
if a country is pure, I mean, I say pure. If a country is poor, there are tendency of crimes and all of that now.
True though, and then you just need to be safe. That when you find yourself in Jamaica, you just need to protect yourself. You don't need anyone to protect you because it might be that you don't even know this place.
One just have to be very vigilant.
So you just need to be careful when you're visiting Jamaica. You need to hold your belongings. Maybe it's your phone, maybe it's money, gold,
and I will not
and
even
all
advise a
of that.
lady to go out on her own, because there are cases of sexual assault and
Yeah,
rapes all
actually,
over
like it's
Jamaica.
rampant over there. So then you need to really protect yourself. You need to be good to yourself. You need to tell yourself the truth, because for you to accept that you need to be safe, you need to protect yourself, then is another thing for you to know. Because if you try to go to a certain place that you don't even know how things are being done over there, you end up being in trouble.
Of course.
So then when you're visiting Jamaica, just make sure you know the places to go to and the places you will not go to, and then know that you need someone to go with you. You can't just walk alone. Sometimes they say when you take a walk alone is
you get lost.
good. So then you just need people, because you can't just end up asking people, please, where is this place? How can I get to this place?
You get tired, and the people you're asking will get tired too.
In as much as they are friendly people,
they are very friendly.
But then you just need to tell yourself the truth. Like, they are friendly people, because if they can welcome you to their home to teach you some things that they do, especially about this coffee in particular, they welcome you to tell you things about the coffee, how it's being done, and then how you can even they can even tell you the process to make it, and then for you to just go to taste it and all of that. So then it's for you to know that if you find yourself and you want to taste coffee, just know the right people to meet, because their coffee is heavenly.
That's what Linda is saying. Have you tasted it?
I've not tasted, but from my research, which research has it that the coffee is delicious, and then people will just go to just taste it. Like, you know how you go for wine tasting.
Lovers,
you know how you go for wine tasting, like maybe you're preparing for your wedding or maybe something, and then you just want to have this wine, like a particular wine, you just want to go for wine tasting. Like, it's just the same thing when you want to taste coffee. Maybe let's say you're just on a tour and then you want to taste their coffee. They will take you to the place where
there's
you
no way I will even go to Jamaica and I will not taste their coffee.
So you see, you're saying at least I know that when you go to taste it,
heavenly. Like, you're being precise now.
People that love coffee, sir, they said it's heavenly. I've not, but they said so.
Okay, should have said they said.
Stop attacking me on this show, Tony. Don't worry, after this show, it's me and you. At least I have people that will back me.
All right.
So we're talking about all the things to do in Jamaica. So now we have their tourist sites. I don't know if you can help us with.
Okay, we have the Blue Mountain, just as we said earlier.
Yeah.
It is the longest mountain in Jamaica. The summit was protected by the Jamaican government in 1992 under the name of Blue Mountain John Crow Mountain National Park. The Blue Mountains are rich in vegetation and are home to about 50 plants. 500 plants. That is, aside from the coffee, there are other plants that probably the plants around that side. And aside from that fact, there are some people that even use, or probably have used that particular Blue Mountain as their place of residence. People live there. That there are villages surrounding that particular mountain. I think there's this video clip I watched that this visitor went to that Blue Mountain. Like, the way if you enter there, the way they had already beautified the place. Like, you'll be wondering if there is difference between the Blue Mountain and then the inner city, because it is very beautiful. Not that it has to do with probably electrical thing to make it beautiful, and although it was just a natural beauty on its own.
Wow.
And you see people living there. In fact, though the residents there are majorly farmers, because they see that Blue Mountain to be place that they farm their produce and all of that. So aside from that, other, what's it called, the coffee we spoke about earlier, there are other plants like banana, like sugar cane, like rice, like
there are interesting things about Jamaica now. Why people try to discourage us by visiting Jamaica? There are a lot of things
that they plant in Blue Mountain. Aside that, the region with the world's second largest butterfly population has recently been included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. That is, there are a lot of butterflies there, like, see, different species of them.
Different colors, beautiful.
For those that are lovers of butterfly, I don't like butterfly. Those are lovers, lovers like butterflies a lot.
Of course, oh, no wonder.
I said lovers, I didn't say me.
That's why I
said lovers.
It's good for you.
So one of Jamaica's most valuable holiday destinations, the area is fascinating by its unique landscape. So it's a very nice place to visit.
Yeah, visiting Jamaica is interesting because they have a lot of things that even people that don't even know about it. Like there are things that if you don't research, you don't get to know
No,
about it.
no, that's why I said if you don't, if you are ignorant, you are ignorant for
Of
good.
course. So then we're talking about Jamaica, and all the things that has to do with Jamaica. But then before we continue to tell you the interesting parts of Jamaica and places for you to visit, we'll take a time out, and when we're back, we'll tell you more about Jamaica. Don't go anywhere. Please stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. It's still the midday show that we are giving you back to back about Jamaica. And I am not doing this alone. I still have Tony Ghana in the studio, in as much as he's still attacking me.
I am not attacking you.
Welcome back, Tony. So then we're talking about tourist sites.
So one of the tourist sites we have again is the Green Caves. This one is located on the northern coast of Jamaica. These caves have turned into one of the country's major tourist attractions. It is known for its many different names, such as Runaway Bay Caves, Hope Wall Caves, Discovery Bay Caves. This cave is I think it's an ancient cave, and according to research, that it used to be a place or a hideout for some of the residents, those that were residing there during, I think, the early years. As at when the English people were colonizing them. So it used to be a hideout for them, especially the Indians. So people go there to look, or probably to have a glance of how it looks like, because according to research, there are some things that are still found in the caves, like Indian pots and some of their stuffs and all of that. So I think it's a very nice place to go. And aside from that fact, it is a place that it is, I mean, decorated with blue color. Though it's not that they have, it's probably they planted the blue, the green color there, but literally that's how it looks like. When you enter there, there's a reflection of this green color that you have all over the whole place. So it's a place that people usually find attractive to probably visit and see how it looks like.
Anyways, another place again, we have the Bob Marley Museum.
Yes, it is a museum dedicated to Jamaican's legendary reggae artist Bob Marley. It is located in the capital, Kingston. This historic home museum hosts Bob Marley's photographs, paintings, recordings, and musical instruments. Moreover, there are a lot of Bob Marley's pictures at the entrance to the museum of the Hope Street. Furthermore, the museum is one of the first cycles in Jamaica that are interested in reggae music and fascinated by Bob Marley. So for reggae lovers like me, there's no way you go to Jamaica and
you will not visit that museum.
Please.
It was even named after him.
Yeah,
wow.
To tell you the impact of which Bob Marley has made to the whole world at large.
Actually, and then his pictures are just everywhere.
It's not even about the museum. All over Jamaica, you will see Bob Marley's picture. It's all over Jamaica. So it's a place that one should visit. His materials, his musical instruments, his like anything that concerns the life of Bob Marley, you will get it there in the museum.
So if you want to know more about Bob Marley, or you want to know about reggae, just find yourself in Bob Marley Museum.
Please, let's go together.
And then let's just want to go.
Let's go together, please.
Then the Enchanted Gardens.
Yeah, this is a magnificent facility located very close to the Oko Rios, one of the most important centers of Jamaica. It was built around 20 acres of land, soft grounds. The magical garden has a natural hill and 14 waterfalls. Wow, that is inside that particular garden. Although that garden is a very big place. It's a resort where people probably go and relax. You can, there are hotels over there that you can as well lodge and all of that. And inside the garden, there are pools of water where people enjoying themselves, waterfalls too, like different areas of waterfalls inside that particular garden. So it's a very nice place that one should try and visit and see for yourself. Sometimes you don't just listen to what people say alone.
Actually, just
Sometimes
need
you
to see
see
it
for
for
yourself, so that it
yourself,
won't be as if Tony and Linda are lying to you.
Actually, just have the experience for
So
yourself.
please, and when you are going, please call on me. Let
Tony
us
just
go
wants to
together.
go to Jamaica.
Let us go together. Then we have James Bond
Bond
Beach. It is a tourist beach on a small peninsula located 16 kilometers from the center of Oke Rios on the north coast of Jamaica. Surrounded by clear waters on 3 sides, it has a wonderful beach, water sports centers, bars, restaurants, and a varieties of accommodation. Moreover, James Bond Beach is an area where jazz and reggae artists also exhibit their skills. For those who want to enjoy sun, sea, sand, and music, this is the best place for holiday in Jamaica.
It's time for holidays, Christmas time. Please,
let's go.
Let's visit
go.
Jamaica. Please, let's have fun.
Maybe I would have to place my number on the screen so that anybody that wants to go to Jamaica.
By all means.
I
But
must
I
go to
thought you
Jamaica.
said you're traveling somewhere else for Christmas. So how come you
No,
want
I'm
to go
going
to
to Jamaica now.
Jamaica?
I've
Because of
changed it.
reggae music.
Because of reggae music. Let me go and say
But
it
you can listen to reggae anywhere you go to.
No, there is difference between when you listen to something and then you see and then listen to it. Like you don't listen alone, but you as well see how it's being done naturally. Because there are, aside from the fact that they play reggae songs all over Jamaica, I think there are some concerts that probably would want the people would want to do in memory for some of these their famous reggae musicians. And also when you see some of this display, like it excites you and you don't just want to leave that side because of the excitement you are getting there. It's pleasing your eyes and all of that. So it's somewhere that one should go. People like me should go actually.
Okay, visiting Jamaica is interesting, but then we have been talking about places to visit, things to do. We've not talked about something interesting that I always want to talk about.
This is your own part, Abi. Foodie.
Oh, God. Like this life, see, life is sweet when you eat food.
It's true.
Because there's someone I know that when she doesn't eat, when she's hungry, like she's moody,
she becomes very angry.
She doesn't even talk to anybody.
Some people become very angry when they're not eating. Probably when
they will tell you they're not feeling fine, they're having headache because they've not eaten. But once they eat, food
is big.
Thank you.
Forget
like the food.
Forget all this forming what they do.
Guys, you see, at least thank God somebody is trying to understand.
If you want to win my attention, please know how to cook.
If you want to win Tony's attention,
please know how to cook.
Prudence, give Tony food.
Are you okay?
So guys, we're talking about food. Right now, we're going to talk about jerk chicken. Synonymous with traditional Jamaican food, jerk chicken can be found on almost every street corner on the island, from roadside stands to gunga restaurants. This spicy marinated chicken dish got its name from the method used to prepare it, called jerk chicken. Usually, the chicken is seasoned with a paste made from allspice, Scotch bonnet peppers, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, garlic, and thyme. After slow smoked over Penetone wood in old oil barrel drums, the smoky and charred chicken pieces are then served with rice and peas, steamed cabbage, and fried plantain. You will also find other variations of jerk meat in Jamaica, including beef, pork, goat, and fish.
All of this storage for jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken. See, anything that has to do with chicken, beef.
Me, I'm also there with chicken. I told you before now that anything chicken, I'm there.
But thank God you're traveling this Christmas, so you cannot
I don't have to necessarily be invited. I will.
Oh, you just invite yourself. Yes. Let me catch you.
If you chase me, I will see now. Probably even if you chase me, if I will go, I will tell you. You will tell me.
So you will not go.
How will I go when I'm seeing chicken?
Anyways, the process in which jerk chicken is prepared, you just know that it is interesting. Like, it is something that you don't want to watch. It's going to be delicious.
Anything chicken, you should know it's going to be a delicious thing.
And then you marinate it. Just know how it is. Like, when you eat it, like, it sends you a message to your head.
To your soul. God. To your soul.
When you talk about food, like, just the process alone, like, it gives you joy. Not to talk of eating it. Like, the whole thing that comes with it. It's like the ackee and salt fish. Jamaica's national dish is a bit of an oddball. made in part with the yellow flesh of boiled ackee, a round reddish fruit that originated from West Africa. It said that it closely resembles scrambled eggs on a plate and is typically served at breakfast, sometimes at dinner with a side of coleslaw, Jamaican dumplings, or hard bread, although some consider this as acquainted taste. Oki and saltfish is one of the most authentic Jamaican dishes you can try on the island.
You can't go to Jamaica and not talk about fish. Because it's a place that is surrounded by beach.
By beaches.
I mean, beaches rather. And then you should know that any place or any area in the particular country that is surrounded by water, then there should be like a large extent of fish. So that's why I think saltfish is one of their traditional food that you can see all over the whole place.
You can eat it maybe
you can eat it
breakfast
even
or
on the
even dinner.
beach. You can eat it anywhere. Like it's all over the place.
Like you can eat it with joy. See when you're
eat it with sadness. No, eat it with sadness. Eat it with sadness now.
Joy. Like it's something that when you're eating.
Let me see someone eating food with sadness and then I'm close.
There are people like children that don't want to eat. Let's say maybe a child is ill.
Sorry, I'm saying this.
It was then when I was sick that I don't feel like I will not have appetite. But even if I don't have appetite, no, I need to fight that sickness. I need to eat.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sometimes when you don't have appetite, you can't really force things.
But then when you bring meat, bring chicken and sinner.
There are some instances that even if it's chicken itself, you probably
Tony, I will not get to that level. It's a lie.
Yeah, amen. It's a prayer.
I will not get to that level. It's not food again. Chicken when I'm sick, I will eat it. It said coconut drops, another food again. They said the sticky, sugary coconut drops are a go-to when your sweet tooth tastes making demands. About the size of the palm of your hand and the texture of peanut brittle. They said coconut drops are often homemade and available for a quick bite in grocery shops, general stores, and markets.
These coconut drops, but I think it's mostly found even in our area here. Like you see it, people. It's
just making it like
I don't know how to describe it, but it's more of like I don't know how they prepare it. I don't know how they prepare, but it's very sweet anyways. Very, very sweet. Like it's being like something that is gummed together.
There's something that this coconut candy that I know it as. Okay. And then there's something that they call it in house. I can't really remember. But then, like I love that thing. Like
sweet,
I love
sweet.
it.
It's very sweet.
It's very sweet. And then to think they have it like it's one of
I'm even surprised that I'm seeing it here in Jamaica.
How will you be surprised? Like it's found everywhere now. Like this is just something that you can make and then you can get it anywhere. Yeah, and then you can just walk and eat it. Like just
quick
like
bite now,
a quick bite. And then eat habana. It's with sugar. You have to melt sugar before you do all these things. And then it's sweet.
Is it being fried?
Yes, I think it's being fried though. I've never made it, but then I think I always want to buy it. Like all these vendors that normally walk around with it, they sell it, but then too much of it is bad because of the sugar. Yeah. So then in case if you want to have a taste, just have a little taste, but don't eat it too much so you don't have toothache, because we have people that are battling with toothache here, and please just try not to get too much of it so you don't get into trouble.
Another food is fish and festival. We cannot stress this enough. Special diet notwithstanding, you cannot leave Jamaica without indulging a big plate of fish and festival. Wow.
You cannot.
You can't
escape it.
God, I die here. Take your pick of fresh caught seafood like parrotfish, kingfish, a tasty crab, and then pair it with grilled veggies and a pile of festivals. The golden brown deep fried dumplings that will have your mouth watering for weeks.
Wow.
Like for weeks.
Are you serious? So is that you not brush your teeth or what? How can the taste still be for weeks?
No, they're just trying to give you
like just to let you know how delicious it is. Yeah.
Then another thing is another food is run down or dip and fall back. Wow. Rest assured you won't be doing a military drill after or during the classic run down. Instead, you'll get a bowl of savory, creamy, and fragrant fish stew made from large pieces of cold and mackerel yam, tomatoes, and onions cooked in coconut milk. The meat of the fish is boiled to the point where it breaks apart in the bowl. Hence, the name rundown, while dip and fall back comes from digging boiled green banana pieces or dumplings into the soup and tittling your head back as you eat to avoid the liquid dripping down. Warm, satisfying, and enough to make a Jamaican expert miss home. Wow. Run down can be
Wow.
can be eaten at any time
So
of
you
the
can
day.
miss home. Like you
To
never
tell-
know
to
your
tell-
location.
to tell how sweet this can be.
Their
I
food
don't
is
even know.
delicious. Now just hear how they're talking about it, how they're
Run
describing
down,
everything
run
that's
fall
in
back.
food.
Like after you run it down your tummy,
You still fall back.
No, you fall back to your mattress. You fall
Like
back.
you relax
You fall
for
back
it
to
to
your
digest
mattress.
well.
Wow.
Like it's just delicious. Like their meals are delicious. Another thing, we have the curry goat, another iconic Jamaican dish that is served almost everywhere on the island. Curry was introduced to Jamaica by Indian immigrants who came to work on the sugar plantations. It quickly grew to become an inseparable part of the country's ordinary landscape. We said the difference from traditional curry, Jamaican curry is heavy with allspice and packs a spicy wallop on the palate. He said when slowly simmered with goat meat, the brisket soaks up the aroma of the spice and becomes succulent enough to slide off the bones. A perfect foil for steamy balls of rice and peas. Ah, God.
Ooh.
Like
Curry
food,
goat.
like just hear the way they're talking about food, how you just
Even the way
eat
they are even
everything,
giving
like
it-
even the way
like
they're
you
talking
start
about it, salivating. Like, are you hungry, Tony? Have you eaten?
I've not eaten.
I know,
my
and
sister.
that is very good to talk about. Then another thing, we have the pepper
Oxtail.
pot soup.
Okay.
The classic Creole style soup made with kolalo, that a mix of chopped leafy greens, mainly amaranth. Pepper pot comes in different variations and can be served without meat ingredients. Traditionally, the kalalo is first boiled and then diced or blended into a puree before being boiled with chopped yam, cocoyam, okra, pigtails, and salted beef. So whatever it is that you're eating, whatever it is you're doing, like the sight of the food alone, like is something for you to want to have.
Honestly, people like us that have not eaten today now.
So now
I'm
you're
already
today you're salivating, now, like just want to eat
I'm just
it.
imagining all of this description in my head and,
And then that is why you will now have to learn how to make it so that you can eat it.
Can I even make it? The thing is, some of these things, even if you want to make it here, you find it difficult to get some of the ingredients.
Then you make the local one. You don't need to make it
The thing
exactly
is,
as what they talked about.
sometimes you don't even get the substitutional ingredient that you can probably use for them.
You can get it, don't worry, because you're a man, don't worry. We will teach you all these things, don't worry.
No, you should have advised I should marry.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
That
so
should
that
be advice for me.
there's somebody that always tells you something about marriage and all of that.
Who is
Like
that?
maybe you should try to think about
Who is
so that
that?
they don't
Who is
just ask you, yeah, baba, like they ask you how is your dad, how is your mom, because no, you're not married. So you
Joyce.
know. So then maybe when you get married, your wife can actually help you to get all these things done so that you
it's
can
true.
eat anything you want to eat at any time. We're talking about everything that has to do with Jamaica. Jamaica is an interesting place
It's
to
a
visit.
very lovely place to
It's
go.
a lovely place to. It's beautiful.
Very sweet.
Anything that has to do with nature, like the colors and everything, like whatever it is you want. The food alone should drag you. If you love music, is another thing again that as Tony will say, reggae.
Reggae is bae. I'm telling you, reggae is bae.
Okay, and then
And please
they
don't go and
also-
love reggae and go and between their dreadlocks. So.
you see, like my own, right? At least- yeah, it's interesting.
because that dreadlock thing is like, I don't know, it's a tradition for them. Like it's a sacred thing in the sense that I don't think I think it's a taboo for them to even cut their dreadlocks.
Wow.
Even the women, you don't cut it, you leave it like that. It's a sacred thing that has to be kept that way. I don't know what is encouraging that. Maybe their tradition or their beliefs.
Maybe it's their tradition because it just shows
Because
when
you see virtually all Jamaicans with dreadlocks.
when you see anyone with dreadlocks, that's what
And one
your
thing that
mind tells you.
baffles me with this dreadlock thing, or probably those that are lovers of reggae, is you see, when you see a musician or probably a reggae musician, you will definitely see the person with dreadlocks.
dread.
I don't know why.
So like it works hand in hand.
I don't. Maybe that's where the inspiration comes from.
Maybe that's where the
Because even
inspiration
Lucky Dube
comes
himself, he's not a Jamaican, he's a South African, and yet he was being seen with reggae all
from.
through.
Because of reggae.
Because of reggae.
Yeah.
And then you come to Nigeria too, you see some of these our people with reggae, dreadlocks. Those are
Dreadlocks
sing reggae songs.
Yeah, the Jamaican's economy is mixed but increasingly based on services, notably tourism and finance. Since independence in 1962, the country has developed markedly by unevenly. Mining and manufacturing became more important to the economy in the latter part of the 20th century. Jamaica is a place where they do a lot of businesses
lot of
and
beautiful
everything
things.
that they want to do in Jamaica. So thank you, Tony, for doing this with me today. Thank you
Doing
for
reggae
making
with
me
you.
have fun
Don't worry.
with
I will show you a lot
Jamaica
of
today.
reggae music afterwards.
Please show me, please. I want to
will.
know. Thank you, viewers, for staying with us to listen to everything we have to say about Jamaica. Thank you to the crew members. Thank you to everyone who made this show a beautiful one for us today. Thank you, Martha, for the ICT. Thank you for everything. Thank you, the ECHA executive, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to be able to talk about things and reach out to people to tell them about a lot of things they don't know about. Thank you for staying with us, and then we'll see you again to tell you another beautiful country again next week. Stay with us for other programs that we have coming up, line up. Thank you, and stay with us.